Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to TerraTech with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to Purgatory. Apparently this bug keeps on happening when I'm in the area, and it's being caused by having so many miners, it makes the area too long to update, so then I simply fall through the floor. Every time I log back into the game, this is happening. It's interesting, isn't it? Now, thankfully, the second time I log into the game, it fixes itself and everything is absolutely fine. It's just such a weird little glitch. Now, in today's video, we have one of two goals. The first goal is to update our Venture, Geocorp, and GSO licenses so that we can get some better items. At the moment, we have all the money constantly coming in, but we don't have many of the elite items to purchase. The second goal would be to set up an automatic base over in the desert to collect oil. And this should actually be easier than the original base because we don't want to scrap and do other stuff there. All we need to do is set it up so that we're getting the oil and then we're using a fabricator to turn it into these lovely blocks. But the thing is, I would rather the smaller blocks from Venture, but for that, we will need the Venture fabricator. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and do some missions for Venture, which means I'm going to quickly save this to make sure it's actually saved without the black hole generator, thank you. Thank you very much, the Nimble Thimble in its newest form. And then I'm going to go off to a trade station and hopefully find some Venture missions. Also, yeah, this happened because I don't know, honestly. I don't know why this got backed up. I think I must have mixed up one of the conveyors. Also, it's incredibly loud around here. I feel like I'm only going to be here when I need money, or when I need to fabricate. Otherwise, I'm going to get nice and far away, so the lag will never find me. Although apparently now I am taking a lot of my money with me as well. Hello. Maybe shouldn't have got so low there. Let's go to this one over here. Now, to talk more about the base idea I had, the basic concept for the base is that I want lots of little bases around to be my bases, in which I collect different resources, turn them into blocks, and then automatically send them into the SCU. This way, we will have a constant supply of blocks from elsewhere without me having to really use the cargo plane idea. I still want the cargo plane because we're not going to be able to have a base for every single resource type. But having the bases would make things a lot easier. Okay, so time trial. Let's just grab all of that because it's nice and easy. And let's go and do this one first, the time trial. Which I imagine a plane will probably be pretty good for. It's fast, agile, and I'm not particularly good at using it. Cut to a little while later, and I've made a pretty generic design. We have two thrusters at the back, we have the larger wheels from GSO, because sadly, we don't yet have the good wheels from Venture, and I just have thrusters to try and keep me on the ground. Most likely, this is going to go terribly, especially since the base is still there, and I keep getting intermittent lag spikes. So yeah, this is going to be really rage-inducing with the lag. Like that, for instance, not the best when this thing doesn't control all that well. By the looks of things, though, we'll be fine. In fact, I probably don't even have to use the thruster now. Seems a bit counterintuitive, but it would make me a lot safer around the corners, and I can hardly control it when there's so much frame loss. I'm currently at 15 FPS, 2 FPS? Yeah, I need to get out of this area when doing missions like this, otherwise this is going to happen every single time. But there we are. With time to spare, we finished the Venture mission. And now I'll give the wings back to my plane. Or I'll do this. Anything of use? Oh, fireworks. Fireworks and, oh, lovely, the nose propellers. That's actually really good. Okay, so that I'm very happy with. So I'm just going to grab this. So I'm going to grab this. Let me grab you, thank you. And I'll be taking my wings back. Thank you very much as well. And now let's go off and get another Venture mission. I really, really want the fabricator before our next base. Hello there, in Venture we have the Dune wheels here. Well, I will happily purchase those. I do want to avoid purchasing as much as possible, but until we have the fabricator, there's not much I can do about it. And if I'm doing the Venture missions, it means we're going to need some fast craft, so I'm okay with that. And no venture missions anyway. Maybe that was a punishment. Then onwards we go. Into a tree. Thank you, drill, for making that a harvest and not a crash. Totally intentional. Here's a nice easy mission. Find the delivery crate. Oh look, it's here. And will it be a trap? No, it won't. Anything of use? Okay, we do have a spoiler there, which is nice. We have, I actually don't know what that is, a fixed anchor, which is interesting. We have, I think, an ice cream cone. Haha, an ice cream sundae. Hey, I see what you did there. Okay. Yoink. Find the escaped convict. Well, actually, now it's destroy the escaped convict. Sure. Apparently I was, moving a corpse along with me then. Hello. You appear to be a bit trapped. I was hoping to kill him via drills, but sadly not. Oi! Get back here! And there we are. You got him. Nice work. Tried to have a bit of fun, use a fun weapon, but no. Have to explode his face after all that. What is that? Oh, it's a wheel. And that is the thruster I wanted. Excellent. Okay, unlocking a lot of stuff, at least. So we can purchase them from trade stations, but that's not what I want. I want the fabricator, which I think is grade 2. Find the delivery crate. Well, there's a good chance this will be a trap, so let's set it off and then move out. There it is. And, yep, it's a trap. If I had some spare defense turrets, currently I don't have the stuff to make them, I could have easily placed them down then on a side note. Maybe that's what I should do. Like, drive-by turret attacking. I don't know what else you'd call that. It's so cute. Oh, look, and it gave me the Venture radar. Excellent. Thank you. Don't quite know what you're doing, but thank you for the thruster. They're so nice. And we get one of the wheels, we get a little cab, which is always good. And that's about it for interesting things. Okay, oh, actually, no, what's this? Another ice cream, of course. One more mission later, and there we go. We have the Venture Fabricator. Although, by the looks of things, we can't actually make what I wanted straight away, which is very, very annoying. But on the upside, we now can craft the better wings, which means we can make a better plane in the future. In fact, we have most of the stuff for the drone. The only thing I'm missing is... oh, there we go, the gyro stabilizer. Whoa! I am assuming we need a better set of fabricators for this. Yeah. Our component factories will not deal with all of these, I think. Okay, that's a bit annoying, but still. We can make the missiles once again, though I have a feeling we might need the next level of dongle. So I think I need to do some of the crafty mic stuff as well. But for now, I'm just a bit annoyed we can't make the different resources. Maybe that's the next level. So for now then, we will simply make the base with the regular fabricator, making the regular blocks. It's still the same idea, it's just we'll need more resource to make a single block, that's all. Rather than making the smaller blocks. Back to the main base we go. So what do we actually need then? We need a new fabricator, we need loads more of the mining equipment, and we need one more fabricator and one more black hole generator, one more SCU. That's it. That's actually not too much, and then we can set up our little base. Then, all we need to do is find a nice cluster of the oil rocks, all in one area, and set up shop. Oh, I forgot about these. Hello. So this is where I'm getting all the... whoa, that was close. All the orange crystals. So hopefully somewhere around here then would be perfect. That way we could do the same with the orange crystals. So there's 2 oil there, maybe some more. It's hard to see from up here. I'll go and check later. If we can get at least 4 veins in a very small area, I'll be happy. But I do want more than that, really. Hello, home. Goodbye, frame rate. Oh my god, look at all the green on the floor. So that's what happens. Eventually, it... whoa, my frame rate. Look. That's ridiculous. Oh my god, it's a sea of green. Also, I can't control myself right now. My controls have actually broke. I don't know why, but I can't move anything. The game is paralyzed. Send help. So what's happened is, it's tried to catch up with what it perceived it's missed whilst I haven't been here. Okay, I've got movement back now. That was really weird. It just completely locked me out for a sec. And that's going to do some damage before it dies. There you go. The auto defense dealt with it. Nothing got destroyed on our part. Okay, I'm just going to stay around here for a little while. I'll just do some editing with the footage I've already got. And then I'll be right back once the lag goes down. Oh my god, that's insane. That's so much money. Look how fast the money's going up. It's like 1,000 per second. Wow. I've actually forgot what I was going to do. Oh yeah, make more mining equipment and stuff. Ooh, that's weird. That one stopped using two of the... Oh wait, no, that's one that was broke. Why have you stopped? I don't know why that one stopped. Can I have a quick look-see? It's empty. How is that one empty? They're all running low. Yeah, I think the game just spat out the entire vein. You're still going, and you were put down. Oh no, you're running out of... Finally, we're actually running out of resource. I'm actually okay with this, because once it's all out, I'll just remove the bases. I mean, we certainly have enough money for a while. Then we just do this again later. I'm okay with that. As the frames drop, the profits rise. And on the upside as well, it turns out half of these miners are just completely ran out, which means I can take them, and I don't need to make more of them. Simply recycling the poor workers, putting them to work elsewhere later. I'm a good boss, what can I say? Apparently an enemy corpse has got into our money. I'm okay with this. It's almost symbolic. We bury the corpses of our enemy in beautiful, beautiful green. The frames are returning, and the corpse has been devoured. But the frames are returning! So I've been looking at some of the stuff we can get from Venture, and we definitely need the next level of Component Factory, which means we need to either level up GSO or continue with the crafty mic missions. I'm not sure which. I think I need to level up anyway, so next episode, all about GSO leveling, and this episode, we're finally going to go off and make our automation block factory thing. Cleaner, you're late, and thus you're fired. I said you're fired. Stop being so determined to clean. Honestly, workers these days can't get the staff. Except for you. You're my favourite S4 turret. Oh wait, S4 is Season 4, isn't it? I am not very awake right now. And now I'm cleaning. Things! So you are a rotating anchor, you are a wheelie mabob, you are a laser mabob, you are a refinery. Okay, that's good, I can use you later. And you're a weapon mabob, okay. Well, if you could all kindly go into the SC... Where is my SEO? One job. So, what I'm going to do now is remove all of the miners which are finished to allow the green crystals to come back without any problems occurring with either the miners or the crystals, but I will be leaving all of the other machinery in place. That way, as soon as the crystals come back, we can knock them down and mine them all over again, so eventually we will once again have money. But for now, I'm going to go off and find a nice oil patch, and we can make our automatic block dispenser. That is, if we have a spare fabricator. Do I need to make another fabricator? Yes, I do. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all in this area, and 6, 7. Okay, yeah, we're definitely absolutely fine. This is exactly where we're going to set up our little oil base. Now, I have a question. So, first of all, let's just put down 1 so I can actually answer this question. There we are. Can the oil be used for power? Because if there's something I love even more than money, it's power. So let's see, can I actually use the oil and burn it? I mean, it makes sense, right? Hello, oil. Can you be burnt? Yes, you can. Lovely. Look at that pollution. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so you can go away for now, as can you. I'm going to work this generator then into the overall compound. But first, I need to get rid of these rocks. Oh, Nimble Thimble! From your humble beginnings, I'm still using you. Next episode, I think we need to focus on making more text, because right now we're just kind of using the same two over and over again, which isn't the most fun in the world. Well then, let's get to work. Now, one thing I did forget about is Venture does have its own type of conveyor, which I believe is slightly faster. And even if it isn't, it at least looks better. It looks more interesting, to say the least. So that's definitely something I will be getting in the future. I just completely forgot about it for now. But in the future, I will be making sure to grab that. So, let's just go ahead and get this conveyor all the way around here so I can put down some collectors. For the time being, we'll just work with these 5, then we can move on and grab those 2 as well in the future, and there's also 2 down there, or 3 down there as well. So there's plenty of space for us to expand our little venture. No pun intended. Slightly intended. Here we are, all of the basics are sorted, and now all we need is one more filter in a little while, then we can separate anything which gets into the system which isn't oil, and simply sell it, because we don't need it for anything else. So this just goes here, I suppose. Wow, that is far taller than expected. So, going to need to do a little bit of weirdness to make that work, which is fine. In fact, what would look cool is if we now build all of this above what we've already built. Maybe that high? Yeah, that high will do. I totally didn't forget to make the fabricator, so now I'm back at the main base making the fabricator using the fabricator. That would be weird. Hopefully, 2 fabricators will work just fine. Well, here's hoping anyway. Okay, what I would like is you on repeat. And once again, you on repeat. Something tells me we don't actually need 2. Yeah, the fabricator can devour as fast as 2 of these can produce, so... Second fabricator, there is no need for you, I'm afraid. But before that, I would like to put down our wonderful anchored furnace generator, and that can go right here. Maybe we could have 2. We could have a very, very fast source of power if we have 2. These do burn incredibly slowly. The thing is, do I want to use a pacemaker? That would be the problem. I didn't think about this, but that fabricator is attached to these 2 refineries, which means it does slow down the ability of those to get refined. I could use a dropper to separate it, or I could have separated it using 2 separate tracks. Or I could just leave it. I mean, do we need it moving any faster than that? Maybe, because it's really inefficient. It just stops. Yeah, it just stops refining as soon as it gets to this stage. And if that's there, that's even worse. Okay, yeah, we need to do something about that. There we are, 2 separate lines. That simply means that the fabricator is not attached to these 2 refineries, so the refineries can continue at maximum speed, meaning there's always a maximum amount of the refined oil to be used. Lovely. And then on the way to be stored, that's where we can put down our power source. There. Nice and simple. Then simply I'll have the SCU close to that. And that will collect from everything it drops. And so we have unlimited red resource, unlimited oil. Of course, what I could do now is put down the pacemaker anyway. The only problem is, I believe that if a pacemaker is active, you get less energy per chunk from the furnace. Though I could be wrong there, but I think it is worth it just for speeding up this process. Little while later, just reattaching the fabricator, and of course we want the red resource. On repeat, thank you very much. And let's put this on overdrive just to see it work. Okay. So any red overflow will be sold here, and if we put this blue resource in, oh no! A blue resource has infiltrated the system, although there's no space, so I can't actually do that. Oh no, it's infiltrated the system at the very back, where it's easier for me to place it. What's going to happen? Well, it's unrefined, so it will go through. It will be refined along with the reds. But, unlike the reds, it's going to go straight past and simply get sold. And then if we somehow have red overflow, I will happily sell that as well. The two burners, the two furnaces are here, happily devouring their resource slowly as well, giving us lots and lots of power. Any refined resource that somehow ends up in the system will be sold at this cannon before it even has a chance to hit the refineries and cause everything to simply clog up. So with that, I think the system is a success. Not only does it make oil blocks constantly, I wonder how many we have now. We already have 49 of the blocks. Wow, I could make this out of the blocks. In fact, at some stage I probably will make a structure just out of those blocks. But anyway, it also acts as a selling base. If we have anything we want to sell, we just go here and sell. Now, it won't store resources, which aren't the red resource, but I don't think that was ever the point of this thing, so that's fine. I'm just going to do this as well so I can throw some resources down nice and easily there. Okay, so next up then, let's add some protection. Now what would be easier, there we are, is to go over to our drone. Hello, droney drone. And let's do some building. Yeah, the normal wheels are a lot better than these ones. For simple controls. So it turns out we really need some more of these shield bubbles and repair bubbles. I'll definitely make those next time I go back to the main base. But for now, let's just put the AI down. I guess I'll put it here with all our shields and stuff. There we are. Make sure it's attached. And then let's add some weapons and some armor to the outside. Okay, 2 defense turrets are down, we have lots of little pieces of armor here and there, and now all I'm going to do is reinforce the conveyors themselves. So we have no points like this in which a single conveyor gets destroyed and then an entire section becomes disconnected, then not part of the main craft. Really not what we want, so let's try and reinforce those as much as we can. Thankfully we do have a lot of regular blocks, so may as well build what we can. Also used a lot of the basic weapons because we have loads of those as well. So it turns out, trying to make the corn logo in these little blocks in this size is oddly difficult, and it comes out looking a bit chunky. But still, I think it was fitting with the blood red blocks. Of course, being the symbol of the blood god and god of war, it definitely needs weapons as well. That seems more reasonable. And with that though, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. Most likely in the next video we will be going out and focusing almost solely on missions, trying to get to level 3 with Venture and Geo, and definitely to get to level 4 with GSO. GSO is definitely the most important right now to level up because it means we get access to weapons like the Megaton cannon and we get things like the larger silos. There's a lot of stuff we need from GSO. We can also perhaps start working towards getting our Hawkeye license so that we can have missiles to protect ourselves and stuff like that, even though, like I've said a few times before, I definitely don't want to focus on Hawkeye as much as I've done in the past. So, with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that TerraTech is a series you wish to see continued in the future. And also, we now have over 70 of these lovely blocks total if you include those, each of which is worth 24 oil. We're rolling in it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.